Wyatt was driving past his friend's mansion in the rain when he saw her. The night was pitch dark, but the mansion lights shone brightly, revealing her. Pia. She sat outside the gates with a week-old baby in her arms, her belongings scattered and soaked in the downpour. She was Dallas's wife, his best friend's wife. Wyatt slowed down. Then he stopped. Then he reversed. He parked close to her and stepped out into the rain. Pia? She didn't respond. She just sat there on the ground, silent, exhausted, abandoned. Her husband had thrown her out for another woman, and now she had nothing. Wyatt walked closer. He couldn't tell if she was crying, but he heard the baby's weak, muffled cries. Pia looked up at him. Wyatt. The good man she had never wanted. 2 years ago, she had only been polite to him. He'd been too churchy, too predictable. Dallas, on the other hand, had been everything she thought she wanted. Exciting, charismatic, a bad church boy. He made life feel alive. Until 6 months ago, until her pregnant body became something he could no longer tolerate. And now here she was, at the mercy of the man she once overlooked. Pia? Wyatt said again, more gently. Still, she said nothing. She was too broken to speak. Carefully, Wyatt helped her up, making sure the baby was secure, and guided them to his car. There was no need to ask questions. Her soaked belongings told the story. Dallas was done with her. Wyatt settled her into the back seat, turned on the heater, then went back to gather her things from the rain. When he returned, he got into the car and drove off. The rain raged behind them like a grieving witness to human cruelty. As they drove, the baby slowly calmed, as if he sensed he was safe. Wyatt couldn't understand it. Dallas hadn't said anything. They were all believers. So what could have led him to this? Pia sat quietly in the back seat, numb from months of pain and betrayal. She had cried for months after discovering the affair. When Dallas gave her a deadline to leave, she hadn't believed he would go this far. After all, she had just given him a son and heir. But that evening he came home with his side chick and threw her out. She was tired. Tired of the neglect, tired of the insults, tired of the pain. She glanced at Wyatt, who was focused on the dark, rain-blurred road ahead. He had made a few calls, but she didn't care. Nothing mattered anymore. Wyatt lived a few blocks away. When they arrived, his staff were all ready, waiting with umbrellas. Soon, Pia and the baby were settled into one of the rooms. A warm bath, hot food, safety. Meanwhile, Wyatt called Dallas. Wyatt, how far? Dallas answered casually. Your wife and baby are in my house, Wyatt said. Silence. Then, why are they in your house? Wyatt frowned. You left them in the rain. Should I have left them there too? Silence again. Then Dallas said coldly, do what you want with them. But remember, if you're not for me, you're against me. Wyatt almost laughed.